and thank you for watching. I see that although it was not a big success, my first two videos did bring in some viewers. Now, I believe it was in our discussion yesterday about my ranting on technology. Don't get me wrong, technology is not always a bad thing. As I started to say, I believe, and it was in rant number one, is that technology can be used is a good thing. For instance, as a nation, if we had a more liberal government, not that I'm saying that anything's wrong with George Bush right now, even though there are a lot of things, a lot of problems out there, technology can be used for stem cell research. Now, I unfortunately lost my own father due to complications from diabetes. And because in this country we have not funded stem cell research and have not been able to advance it, it's sort of faltered. And as a result, the American medical field has essentially gone down the tubes, if you will. Now, American healthcare is top rate, but that leads me into another thing, is about HMOs. That's bullcrap. You look at all these elderly people. They unfortunately can barely afford to survive, even if they're not elderly. Let's say a middle class family of four. They cannot afford health insurance. And you know why? Because of our government. Because we waste. We need welfare reform. I'm not saying we go to socialized medicine, but we need something a little bit better. And that can start and has to start with today's generation. Going back to that in technology, people, I go and see family members of mine. I will not disclose names or anything else. And I see them fiddle farting around, playing with their text, sending pictures, sending stupid stuff, excuse me, I almost slipped, sending stupid stuff to one another. That's a waste of the airwaves, a waste of money. That money can be spent in other places, it can be saved. It can be spent, for instance, now unfortunately in my field trip, where you did not get to see, it can be used for, let's say, if you will, put in a new pad outside, a new patio, if you can afford it, as opposed to wasting money on stupid stuff like the cell phone text messaging. Let's see. Also, that technology leads me to the internet. I think it's a great thing that schools are beginning to incorporate. I've had several teachers slash professors, I will not say which, that have introduced technology into the classroom, if you will. And that goes from a wide variety of going from writing papers online, and you can have access 24 hours a day for seminar papers, essentially, as they were called, or even for some of my other courses that I have taken, am taking, or will take. The computer is a vital tool, essential tool, if you will, and I know you will. But one of the things that people need to watch out for, especially in these, what is it, MMO, toilet, RPG, MO, ABCDE, whatever these role playing games are, we see gargantuan numbers of people these days playing into them. I want to warn you, young people, look out for it. People aren't always what they seem. Now, this is essentially an eye-to-eye conversation because I'm speaking with you and you're listening, and you might be shouting back at me, you might be agreeing with me. Unfortunately, I can't hear you, and I'd like to have that discussion. But back to this. Look out. You do not know who is behind that computer screen in those games. And that's a scary thing. If you take a look at all the scum that are out there, and I do see scum, because these people that don't know that it's wrong to do stuff with people half their age, when I say that, I of course mean like an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old. There's something immensely wrong with that. And call me a violent person, but I feel that these people, there should be tougher punishment for them. Luckily, I believe it was one of the states in the West that actually has given execution as a sentence for one of the child molesters. So just keep your eyes open out there. Now, on to a different thing. Another rant, if you will. Excuse me one moment. You people are disgusting. Take a damn shower. There's something wrong with you. I shower personally. I'm a little bit fanatic and I shower twice a day. But at least make it a point. If you don't shower every day, to shower every other day, or Christ, even wipe your face every day. It's disgusting. You see these people with their greasy hair, greasy faces, and they try to hide it with nasty, crappy smelling deodorants and spray or whatever that crap is. I mean, Christ, you go into any locker room in any high school, it has a mix of smells of sweat slash BO hormones, and the worst thing, you can see it, you can smell it, is the haze of Axe. That is not a substitution for cleanliness. I'm not saying go out there, wash your hands after everything, which you should do actually, but be a little bit cleaner. You smell, you stink, you're disgusting. What the hell's wrong with you? Take a shower, bathe, wear something, make yourself look neat. Have an appearance. That takes me to another thing. If you're going out in public someplace, what's with this crap anymore? We've seen, at least in the past several years, people wearing sweatpants. What the hell is with that, I ask you? Sweatpants are meant for sleeping or relaxing. Not when you're going out to the grocery store, not when you're going to school, not when you're going to the library. There's something wrong with that. Now, of course, sweatpants always have been, and probably will be, the next morning hangover outfit. But if you're not drunk, there should be no reason that you wear sweats to school. I mean, get up, get dressed. After you've taken that shower, of course, which I know you will, and you better. Let's see, where do we have? Take a shower, get dressed. And when I say get dressed, that doesn't mean put your goddamn jammies back on. There's something wrong with that. Because, in my opinion, wearing those makes you... it creates a tendency to sway back to wearing... let's see, how can I put this? When you wear the sweatpants, it makes you be more lazy. And I know I'm a big fella myself, but I do good out. I work outside. I work my ass off. Excuse my language here. But I do. And that's what you gotta do. And wearing these sweatpants, that's Mashuganda. I'm not Jewish, but it's crazy. So, we will start a new thing of giving a little bit of a fact every now and then. Let's see. President Warren G. Harding, who was elected just before Herbert Hoover, I believe, was from the state of Ohio. And unfortunately, the people mistook him for being a good politician when he was just a tall, handsome young man, as an article I read put it. So, as a very wise man once said, speak softly and carry a big stick. Do what you can with what you have and where you are. So, life lessons for today are done, and that's about all I have to say for now. Until I find something, I'm sure all I'll have to do is walk outside to see someone out, even though it's mostly elderly from the greatest generation out there, even the Vietnam generation. But the next time I'm out, I am sure that I will see something. So, thank you, and goodbye.